A couple of years ago, audio company Sonos partnered with IKEA to create the Symfonisk range of speakers. Now, these speakers were unique in their design. They came in different form factors, like a lamp or like a piece of art that you could hang on your wall. But being only available through IKEA, the execution felt like an idea that was only half finished. You could only get a limited number of artworks, and typically they were black and white, which doesn't fit every home's design ethos. This year, Samsung released its music frame speakers, which builds on that idea, delivering high quality audio through a form factor that looks more like a piece of art than it does a speaker. You can change the artwork to anything you want, both using the included matte front or printing your own acrylic artworks. I've had the chance to play around with the music frame for a couple of weeks now, and these are my thoughts. Each Samsung music frame has 6 included speakers that can pump out stereo or 2-channel audio. They're not quite square, it's about 350 by 363 millimeters in terms of dimensions, and they're quite heavy at about 4.5 kilos each. The speakers only come with a black frame, which may not suit everyone's design taste, but I quite like it. It comes with the off-white matte frame, which houses an 8 by 10 inch picture. Obviously, that's not an 8 by 10 inch frame within that, so you will lose a little bit on top and bottom, but you can easily replace the picture inside by removing the front panel and then adding in a picture of your own design. Where Samsung has really stepped it up is in its partnership with Marple, an online photo printing service, which allows you to print custom acrylic faceplates of any artwork. That can be a photo of your choosing, that can be a custom design, and it will fill the entire space just by popping out the existing frame and putting in the new one. It's really easy to do. I didn't get to test the printing of custom images, but I went through the process and it's easy to upload your design and order the print. And there's step-by-step instructions for attaching it onto the music frame itself. Out of the box, the music frame comes with both a wall mounting kit and the stand that you see these two attached to, which allows you to put it on any piece of furniture. There's also a really long power cable, which means that you can run it behind furniture or through walls in order to get that perfect finish when mounting it on the wall. Setup is incredibly easy. The music frame only has 3 connection ports. There's the power port, there is an optical audio in, and there is a USB port for SmartThings hub integration, which I didn't get to test for this review. Most of the audio is delivered wirelessly, and the music frame supports a range of different standards, from Bluetooth audio to AirPlay to Spotify Connect to Chromecast. So there's never any real issue with getting sound from your device to the speakers. Being Samsung speakers, there are definite advantages to pairing these with a Samsung TV. I've got a Sony TV, so I wasn't able to test this here, but Samsung's Q Symphony technology, which uses the TV speakers along with any other Samsung branded speakers that support the protocol to create a fuller, more immersive sound, is something that these speakers support. The music frame also supports Dolby Atmos, though with only 1 or 2 speakers, you really struggle to hear that level of immersiveness that Atmos provides. It's not something that I really noticed while testing these out, whether it was one in a room or grouped together. And on that note, you can group the speakers together quite easily as part of a larger group. However, you can't deliver 2-channel audio. So you use one speaker as the left channel and the other speaker as the right channel, unless you have them partnered up with a Samsung TV, in which case you can have one speaker on one side of the TV and the other speaker on the other side, and they will play the left and right channel in creating that immersive sound. If you wanted to activate the voice enhancement mode so you can hear dialogue clearer at night, or if you wanted to have adaptive sound, which will increase the volume as ambient sound gets louder, like a vacuum cleaner or something like that, then you need to work through the SmartThings app. And to be honest, it's just not really designed for controlling speakers. The Sonos app, as a comparison, which has had its own issues recently, is still a much cleaner experience for controlling audio, particularly if you're controlling across multiple rooms. I'll also flag that I had some challenges with Samsung's tap to play functionality, which involves having a Samsung smart device and tapping it to transfer music from the device to the speaker. I couldn't get that to work. It's not something that I would typically use anyway. It's easy enough just to use the screen and button to transfer the music via Bluetooth or Chromecast, but I couldn't get that to work. I also found I did try and set up one of these speakers on an iPhone as opposed to a Samsung device, and setting up on an iPhone didn't really work for me. It prompted me through SmartThings to scan a QR code that didn't work. There is a QR code on the back of the device, but it didn't do anything. Whereas with the Samsung device, it detected that the speaker was there and setup was instantaneous through SmartThings. So be aware that the music frame speakers will work better if you have Samsung hardware throughout your home, whether it's the TV or whether it's a Samsung smartphone. At $699 RRP, these are not cheap speakers, but they're not designed to be cheap speakers. These are speakers that are designed to improve the aesthetic within your home. They're meant to be hidden. They're not meant to be detected as speakers. And for that, there is a premium to pay. The sound quality is fantastic. I really can't stress that enough. And the fact that you can replace the images and have any artwork you like, whether it's a photo of your kids or something that's custom designed, makes this a versatile speaker in a way that the Sonos or IKEA Symfonisk just doesn't do. In my mind, the music frame is a great investment for someone looking for speakers to fill their home but don't want to actually show that they have speakers throughout their home. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.